We have been sold a lie about influence, that you need to push harder, speak louder, convince better. But the truth is, the more you push, the more people resist. True influence works like a magnet, not a hammer. You don't strike people into action. You align your energy so strongly that they can't help but move towards you. I've spent 35 years working with billion-dollar CEOs, top producers, and founders, and I've watched the same pattern play out hundreds of times. Leaders trying to move their teams through pressure and failing. Then I've watched calm, composed leaders say few sentences and move entire organizations. The difference isn't tactics, it's energy. The 1% understand this law of influence. People don't move because you tell them to. They move because they feel pulled to. Many people confuse manipulation with leadership. Manipulation pushes, leadership invites. Manipulation triggers fear. Leadership creates belief. The reason most people can't move others is because they're not grounded in their own conviction. You can't transfer belief you don't have. The elite don't chase compliance. They create conviction. They build momentum through alignment, not argument. So here's the system. 3 parts. Part 1, start with emotion. Logic doesn't drive decisions. Emotion does. Here's what most people do wrong. They lead with data. They lead with facts. They lead with all the reasons somebody should agree. But that's not how humans work. We decide with emotion and then justify it with logic. So if you want somebody to move, you have to make them feel something first. So here's what you do instead. Before you pitch, before you lead, before you speak, ask yourself, what do I want them to feel? Not think, feel. Do you want them to feel excited? Then your energy has to be electric. Do you want them to feel safe? Then your tone has to be calm. Do you want them to feel urgency? Then your pace has to reflect that. You have to match your energy to the emotion you want to create. And here's the secret. People mirror the energy you bring. If you're anxious, they'll feel anxious. If you're certain, they'll feel certain. Your job isn't to convince. It is to create the feeling that makes action inevitable. Part 2, clarify the vision. Once emotion opens the door, clarity shows them where to go. Here's what most people miss. They assume everybody sees what they see, but they don't. So you have to paint the picture, not vague, not abstract, specific. Instead of, we're going to grow this company, say in 12 months, we'll have 50 clients, 5 million in revenue, and a team that doesn't need me to be in every meeting. Instead of, this will make your life easier, say, you'll get 3 hours back every day, no more weekend work, and your team will stop asking you to put out fires. The more specific your vision, the easier it is for people to see themselves in it. And when they can see it, they start believing it. And part number 3 is finish with certainty. People don't follow doubt. They follow conviction. Here's the test. When you deliver your vision, do you believe it? Not just with your words, but with your body. Because if there's any hesitation in your tone, any wavering in your energy, people will feel it. And the second they feel doubt from you, they'll doubt it too. Here's the fix. Before you speak, ground yourself. Take a breath and remind yourself why this matters. Then deliver your message in the same tone from start to finish. No speeding up, no softening, no hedging, just steady. The leaders who master this, they don't need to push. Their certainty creates gravity and people orbit around that. Now here's what separates magnetic influence from everything else. You're not trying to take belief from people. You're trying to pull it out of them because people already have capacity to believe. Your job is to create the conditions where that belief can emerge. When you start with emotion, clarify the vision, and finish with certainty, you're not convincing anyone, you're aligning them. And alignment is effortless. Think about it. Steve Jobs didn't convince people to buy iPhones. He made them feel like the future was already here. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't argue people into the civil rights movement. He painted a vision so clear people could not follow. Elon Musk doesn't beg investors for funding. His certainty is so strong, they line up to be part of it. None of them pushed. They pulled. Do you get that? And when you pull, people move because they want to, not because they have to. If you want to learn how to master this, how to speak with the kind of conviction that turns belief into action, I built a training that breaks down magnetic influence step by step. How to match your energy to the emotion you want to create, how to clarify vision so people see themselves in it, and how to deliver certainty that makes movement inevitable. Now, it's not for everybody, but if you're tired of pushing and you're ready to pull people towards you, the link's in the description. I'll show you how elite leaders move people without ever raising their voice.